Hello, everyone. How's it going?
はい
Hope
み
you're
ん
having a
な
great Tuesday or Wednesday.
はいみんなようこそは
Welcome to the lesson 9
い
Kanji live stream.
ゲロ
Get up.
ゲロゲロゲロ
Hi.
ゲロゲロゲロゲロ
Gero, 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 gero. Hi. That is the sound that a frog makes. As you can see, here in Japan, it is tsuyu.
あ
Tsuyu.
皆さんもう知っていると思いますが、
うん
実は私の誕生日です。
So, Tanjobi desu. It is Yuki's birthday yesterday. It's her birthday where
So-
you guys, most of you guys are today, the 17th. It's my mom's birthday too today.
そ
I don't think she's here right now, but
うねえアンディのお母さん誕生日おめでとう。
おめでとうございます。
私おめでとう。
おめでとうございます。So yeah, today it pretty much just the start of rainy season about a week or two ago.
そう
But it's beautiful weather. It's like middle of summer weather the past 2 days.
はい
So it's kind of unfortunate to be inside all day. How's it going where you guys all are today? Kellen says, お誕生日おめでとうございます。
ありがとうござい
Greg
ま
was
す
also おめでとう。
皆さん
Five Toes Love
あり
Bear
がとうございます
says Yuki looks especially happy today.
そうニューミ
New me.
ーニューミーです
New me, new year.
なんて言うんだっけ脱皮ってなんて言うの
Dappi
うん
means shedding your skin.
あ、そう
Dappi.
I shed my skin です
そうなんですね。
そう
毎年6月17日に
そう
脱皮するんだね。
そう頑張ってお風呂でねピールしています
あ、いい
誕
ですね。
生日は特に
New studio looks nice, says Mr. Anime Alex. Thank you, thank
あ
you.
りが
Yep.
とうございます
We're going with the natural light today instead of super. We closed all the windows last time, and yeah, I think this looks
うん
nicer.
うんうん
Looks a little bit more friendly. Let's see. And you think I need to turn this one up? Oh, that's Yuki. Ooh, she got all bright.
お
Turn me up a bit there. There we go. Okay. So anyway.
はい
So my picture here, you can learn something about me. What do you guys think you can learn from this picture about both of us?
ねえ雲はどこですか 雲どこにいる
30 degrees. Yeah, it's 30 here as well, Gregles. And we have no air conditioner in this office. That's going to be a bit of a struggle this year, possibly. But we'll see. You don't like clouds? Yeah, that could be one thing. Yeah. But Kumo also means something else. Spiders, yes. I'm not a big fan of spiders. Arachnophobic. Not. I think I am a little bit arachnophobic. 暑いです31度
おー
Yep. I'm a bit arachnophobic, but since I've married Yuki, I've started to get used to spiders a bit.
本
Because
当
she likes spiders. So, for example, these type of jumping spiders you can see here that she's drawn, I'm getting used to them. Because she wants to leave them in the house. I tend to put them outside. But sometimes when they're small, I let them slide.
ありがとうございます
So I've grown a little bit. Snails I don't mind, but there are so many at the new place. So many, it's ridiculous.
ね
There's one type of spider I'm pretty sure I will never be able to get used to, and that is there's this type of spider here in Japan that grows to about the size of your palm. It's like this big, maybe the size of your hand,
うん
and they're harmless. They don't hurt humans. They just eat like gokiburi, like cockroaches and pests, mice. They'll eat mice, and they hide, so you don't really see them very often. But no, definitely not. We found one, a small one, still a baby in the house, both of the houses, this house and the old house. And I was like, no, sorry. I know we should let it stay, but if I wake up in the middle of the night or something, and I see that in the bathroom, I'll literally just have a heart attack. Yeah, huntsman spiders. Nope. Not happening. Nope, not happening.
次私見つけたら黙っておくね
Next time she finds it, she's gonna keep it a secret. Nope. That'll be a dead Andy. Bye bye, Andy. Those are hydrangeas, yes. Yuki, what is hydrangea in Japanese?
アジサイです。
アジサイ。
そう、アジサイ。
アジサイね。
うん。
That is hydrangeas.
あ、そう言ったこのスネイルズは何か。スネイルズだね。スネイルズは
Snails is
カタツムリです。
カタツムリ。つむり
そう。
カタツムリ. Huntsmen are in Australia too, and I've always been terrified of them. Absolutely horrifying. Is that where they came from to Japan? I feel like the Australians brought them to Japan.
あ、そのレッドポイズナスのやつ。
そのでかいやつ。
マジで？
だってにオーストラリアにもいる。
それオーストラリアのやつは超でかいやつでしょ？
そうそう
日本のやつは少々でかいやつだから。
結構でかいよ。結構でかい。
そうなのかな？
I tried smashing one once. It felt like trying to smash a rat. Oh my goodness, no. No, 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 no. No, thank you. Secret Spider is the name of Andy's next band. That'd be pretty good, actually. Maybe I will name my next band that. All right, guys, we'll take a look at Yuki's again.
Hi.
I'm going to go ahead and erase mine and get ready for the quiz. I apologize on behalf of Australia. I appreciate that.
はい。日本に住んでる人は先週速報であったと思うんですけど、そのブロードキャストブレイキングニュースがね、あるんですけど、日本は梅雨に入りました。
Last week there was a breaking news story at like 2 in the afternoon, and it was like the middle of Japan has entered rainy season, and I want to know how they like determine it. Is it just like a guy at a desk? He's like, yeah, it's rainy season now. Break the news. It's very interesting to me. It's like, usually there's like a bomb went off or something, and that's breaking news. But nope, it's rainy season now, guys. 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. That's kind of funny because it's not like a date that that's set. They decide as it happens. Every year's different. Roll a dice on an 18 or above. It's now rainy season. Yeah, it seems like it's something like that.
みんなもやってる？それみんなの国も同じ？
いや、ないよ、アメリカ。
ブレイキングニュースで梅雨に入りましたって。ないんだ。
We're very off-centered today, eh?
私は結構いい感じ。
そうだね。まあ、いいけど。Hi, so today we're going to go ahead and jump into the quiz. We'll start over here since I've erased my board and see what we've got. We've got a lot of cards in here. Yuki は持ってる？いつか。
はい、ありますよ。これも私も消すのこれ。
そうだね。I've got a stack like this.
そうです。
And yet Yuki also has a stack. We've learned a lot of words so far, even though we're only on lesson 9. I mean, it's better that is breaking news rather than something unfortunate. Absolutely. Of course.
今回のレッスン9は安藤さんが私の上司。
そうだったわ。I forgot to play the skit. Let's go ahead and do that.
4時9時すみません。
はい。
明日は休みます。
はい。わかりました。
休日。この白いビルは何？
ミュージアムだよ。入る？
うん。入る。続く。
Okay, so that was the skit. That's how I was supposed to start the stream, but I completely forgot. I was thinking harvestmen. Those are the daddy long legs in Wisconsin that are pretty harmless. Yeah. I like daddy long legs.
ダディロングレッグスさんね。
Daddy long legs I've never had an issue with for some reason. All right.
ダディロングレッグスさんね、変わった人ですよね。アメンボ系だよね。
そうだね。Let's see, we've got that.
私は。
Here's our first word for the quiz this morning. This evening. Hope you guys are ready. Here we go. I know all about daddy long legs. 早い。早すぎる。I haven't seen daddy long legs in years. Andres is in first place with Chad Hosier in second. Jumping spiders are the best, though. So cute. Yeah, I'm getting used to those. Come to Japan Dan is in third place. Oh, I should probably focus this a little better, eh? Okay, there we go. Five Toes Sloth Bear is in fourth. Born Insane, I'm sorry, that is not correct. La Via de Valentina is in fifth place. Morbid Blessing is in sixth place. Greggles in seventh, and Michael is in eighth. Spiders are welcome in my house, says Five Toes Sloth Bear. Kellen, that is correct. You've got ninth place there. Forrest, good job. So I noticed a few people were quite behind on this one. You might want to make sure you hit that live button if you're watching on PC. If you're watching on mobile, I think you can find a live button as well. It's somewhere at the bottom of your video. You want to touch that and get up to speed. You might want to speed up your video. If you know how to do that, you hit the settings within the YouTube player and choose speed up. I can actually show you how to do that right here. Let's see. Can I show you how to do that? Let's see. We're going to zoom out. Touch on here. If you touch on the little thingy here, eh? Right there, that little cog, you can touch playback speed, and then you could speed that boy up to like 3 or 5, 4. Just turn it up as fast as you possibly can, and that'll get you up to the moment. That's what you want. Pull that back over here. Bash into Yuki's monitor over there. Focus down on Futari. Zoom. Okay. That'll get you right up to speed. Also, Inception.
そうだね。
Montana Margo, that is correct in 10th. so Inception. 遅れましたが、来ました。ありがとうございます。Alex, welcome. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to Yuki's screen. Let's see what she's got. あれ
お父さん出しときました。
お父さん Daddy Long Legs. Daddy Long Legs is here. That is a pretty accurate depiction of a Daddy Long Legs.
合ってるよね。
合ってる。
はい、行きますよ、次のワード。
ズームしなきゃ。ズーム。
そうか。
バイバイ Daddy Long Legs.
ちょっとズームしないと。こんな感じでいいか。
They're also not really spiders. Yeah, of course.
はい。
おー。
これはちょっといい感じ。
ちょっとフォーカスしてね。
ちょっとフォーカス。
OK。いいね。で、ユキ、お願いします。
はい。アンドレスさん、今年、間違えた。アンドレスさん1番、クリスチャン2番、ファイブトートスロースベア3番、アレックス4番、フォレストさん惜しい、カムトゥジャパン5番、モビットブレッシング6番、マイケルさん7番、フォレストさん惜しいグレゴーズ8番、どうやって読むのこれ、ケラン9番、フォレストさんが10番に入りました。ラビエデ・バレンティーナさんは11番。モンタナマーゴ12番です。
Alright, nice job. I have no funny pictures on mine.
名前が難しい。
はい、our next one is
合ってるよね。はい、合ってる。
私のスマホは苦手です。そうなんですね。
難しいですよね。
Your smartphone hasn't figured out how to type yet. Keeps probably auto-correcting you to weird things. Christian is in first place with Five Toes Sloth Bear in second. Forrest in third. Montana Margo is in fourth with Alex in fifth. Andres in sixth. That is correct. Shadowed Sun in seventh. Come to Japan Dan says go in eighth place, and Michael is in ninth, and Morbid Blessing is in 10th. That is correct. Greggle's in 11th. Kellen in 12th. La Via de Valentina is in 13th place. Very good job. Something bubbling up in one of the pipes in the house. Interesting. Okay. Switching over to Yuki's screen.
はい、いきますよ。これ。
あれ？あ、いいよ。はい。
はい。 どうですかね。はい、アンドレスさん1番。早い、アンドレスさんさっきも1番。ダニエルさん2番。マイケルさん3番。フォレストさん4番。チャーズさん惜しいタイポ。クリスチャン5番。ファイブトードスロースベア6番。アレックス7番。ケラン8番。チャーズナイス。チャーズさん9番。
早い。
ラビエデ・バレンティーナさん10番。モンタナバーゴ惜しい。モンタナバーゴ惜しい。カムトゥジャパンさん11番。グレゴーズ12番。モービート・ブレッシング13番。
アミ
アミト
アムリワラ。アム
ちょっ
リワラ。
と読めないのでアミットでいきます。は14番。
Nice job.
はい。
My brain processes faster than my fingers. Welcome to the stream, Pagarad RL. I don't know how to use Japanese characters to type. That's fine. You can type just like Daniel Montiel did there with Hitotsu in Romaji. If you want to type in Japanese, you can download, if you're on Windows, the Windows IME for Japanese. On Mac, you can go to your keyboard settings and add a Japanese keyboard quite easily from within the system. Same with iOS and Android. You can just go into the keyboard settings and add a Japanese keyboard, and you'll be able to type. My mother was a military typist. You should have seen her type. Her fingers were faster than my brain. Woo!
わあすごい。私これ答え言ってなかった。この一つでした。
いいねいいね。
はい。
はい。
あ、なんかエイリアン増えてる。
This is not a very good daddy long leg, is it?
ダディロ
Stenographer.
ングレスこんな感じ。
Stenography is quite amazing. I don't know how it works. 怖い。かわいい。怖い。どっちかい。はい。
はい。いいですね。
There's our next word.
違う。パクマンゴーストだと思われてるよ。
そう。パクマンゴーストに近いよね。
お、
Ping pong! Andres Haggett. That is correct. You are in first place with Gregels saying, never mind. That was Aosabi in second place. Alex in third. Kellen, no, not quite. 5 just left players in 1, 2, 3. Fourth place with Christian in fifth place. Julio, welcome to the stream in Kawai. Gregels is correct in sixth place. Morbid Blessing in seventh place. Coming to Japan, Dan. Dainan is 2026 in eighth place. Michael is in ninth place, and La Via de Valentina is in 10th. Forrest in 11th. Pagarodo is correct in 12th place. Montana Marco gets there as well in 13th. Excellent job. All right, let's see what Yuki's got for us.
はい。いきます。じゃじゃん。
あれ？
もう私もランダムピックでいっています。
いいねいいね。
お、アンドレス1番、青サビ2番、アレックス3番、5とか言ってモンタナマーゴ4番、こっちかも4番、アミット5番、ファイブトードスロースベア6番、マイケル7番、グレゴーズ8番、パガロードさん9番、カムトゥジャパン10番、モービートブレッシング11番、ラビエデ・バレンティーナ12番、ジュリオかな、ジュリオ
フリオかな、ジュリオわかんない。
フリオかな、フ
I
リ
said
オ
Julio, but maybe Julio.
バレダさん、13番、フォレスト14番、ケラン15番です。お、
I was just gonna say that, Alsabi. It looks like a JoJo manga up in chat.
ねえ。
マッハゴゴゴゴ
マッハ555だよ。マッハ555。
はい、switching over to ジュジュ。
ちょっとカウンティングが難しいですね。
そうですよね。
うん。
It's not just you guys. It's
そう。
Yuki too. She struggles to remember all the numbers.
ねえ。
Ping pong! Andres is in first with Chaz in second, Forrest in third, Christian in fourth, Come Japan Dan in fifth, Alex in sixth, Kellen in seventh, Michael in eighth, Alsabi in I will give it to you in ninth, Five Just Lost Bear in 10th, Lelue 3 in 10th, I think. Pagarad in 11th, and Montana Margo is in 12th place. Hayai Morbid Blessing in 13th. Julio, that is close, but not quite. Close, but not quite. Your reading of wa is correct. Very good. Switching over to Yuki, let's see what she's got for us.
はい、いきますよ。
わかるわけないって。
じゃーん。
おー。It's a good one.
はい。どうでしょう。青サビ1番。パガロードさん。ちょっと読めなくてすいません。パガロード2番。アンドレ3番。チャーズ4番。アレックス5番。ファイブトールスロスベア6番。マイケル7番。
Born Insane.
8番。アミット9番。カムトゥジャパン。ちょっと待って。
まあ、それがタイプするにはタイプなんか
確かにね。
正しく書か
そっ
なきゃダメ。
か。の
まあいいか。
そっか。ちょっと。
Your IME is probably automatically correcting your word to kanji, so that's fine. But いいよ、あげて。
はい。
あげてもいい。
ちょっと待って、どこまで来てしまったの。カムトゥジャパン9番までだよね。
はい。
1、2。そっか。パガロードさんさ、ね。合ってるけど、合ってないのか。
So, you remember, guys, we want to put just the word, not how to read the kanji in isolation. So you want to put the word that this single kanji on its own, if you just saw it on its own, would be. So none is not quite correct.
そうか、じゃあ、カムトゥジャパンさんは8番。モビットブレッシング9番。グレゴーズ10番。フォレスト11番。モンタナマーが惜しい。ナイス。もうカウントしました。フリオさん11番。ケラン10。間違えた。
合ってるよ。
本当？
うん。
アミットが12番じゃない？
まあ、どっちでもいいよ。
フリオ13番。間違えた。ケラン13番。合ってるかな？はい。
お前はもう死んでる。That's not JoJo, that's
北斗の剣。
北斗の剣。It does look a little bit like JoJo. Clearly inspired the author of JoJo.
北斗の剣、ね。
北斗の剣 is much older, eh?
そう、何でした。
Pressing tab will usually let you
ケン
change
シ
the
ロウ
final
だ
word.
からね、この北斗の剣は。
Alright, our next one is. A little bit of a long one. Maybe hard to type in just kana. Gotta get out the counter views for the vending machine race. Ah, yeah, that'd be good. That is correct. Andres in first place. I guess we can give that to you, Chaz. Technically, you need an extra P. Alex, not quite. You got an ooh sneaking in there. Uncle Jelly also, you want an extra P if you're writing in Romaji. We're going to give Five-Toed Sloth Bear first, actually. Five-Toed Sloth Bear gets there first. Kellen is in second. Come to Japan Dan, not quite. Come to Japan Dan, you got a Po in there. Nijupum. Not quite. Morbid Blessing. Oh no, Chaz. That is not correct, Forrest. I'm sorry. Amit. No, not quite. Julio. No, not quite. Forrest. There you go. You got there in third. That word is always tricky. Gregles is in fourth place. Andres is in sixth place. Montana Margo close, but you got an extra oo and a big tsu in there. Did you miss mine, Maikeru? I did not miss yours. Yours was not quite correct. Alex, that is correct. I think you got fifth place there. Okay, we're going to have to write out this one. We're going to have to write out this one for sure. Right,
やばい、遊んでるのバレる。
大丈夫。俺が書いてるからいいよ。2?
うん。
10?
うん。
ね。And then a small tsu no u. で、pu. Now, if you were to write this in Romaji, you would need to write ni, ju, pun. Double P. Kind of annoying, but that's how you'd have to write it. So this one got a lot of people. Ni, ju, pun. And we'll remember we had that chant. What was that chant again where I taught you which ones would be read as pu for fun. So this is fun. You'd expect ni, ju, fun, but for certain numbers, like 10, you need to make it pum. I can't remember the chant, if anyone else remembers it. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember the chant. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, no Y. Correct. So there are different systems of writing Romaji. There are some systems where you would write ju. But the most common system would just be written like this. And when you're typing, you would just type this. You'd never actually type the ya. So the Y is very optional. If you go live from YouTube Studio, you can change chat from top chat to live chat so that it always shows live messages and doesn't randomly decide to skip people. I don't think it skipped anyone on that, but I can change it here too. Go to live chat there. There we go.
本当スキップしてた？
多
スキップ
分大丈夫。
してるかな？
I did see Michael's there. I just
ちょっとなんか似てないけど一応書いてみましたこの。
はい、popping over to Yuki. わられれれ、北斗の剣、ケンシロウ。Wow, wow.
はい、次行きたいと
This
思い
is
ま
our
す。
last one, guys. The last one for the first quiz.
はい、行くよ。
はい。
めっちゃ笑ってるじゃん。はーい。これちょっと難しいやつです。
It's not one day. It's the first day of the month.
うん。はい、カウンティングするぜ。あ、フォレスト惜しい。アンドレス1番、カービー惜しい。カービー惜しい。マイケル2番、アレックス3番、ファイブトルスロースベア4番、アミト惜しい。お、これはちょっと上げてもいいかな。上げてもいいかな。パガロードさん。
パガロードは、OK, OK, OK.
はい、パガロード4番。4番かな ?1、2、違うな。1、2、3、4。パガロード5番だわ。クリスチャン6番。アンコージェリー7番。カムトジャパン8番。モンタナマーゴ9番。OK でしょ。グレゴ惜しい。グレゴ惜しい。グレゴ2回とも惜しい。ケラン10番。フォレスト11番。モービッドブレッシング12番。フリオ13番。グレゴ14番。ファーストオブザマンスと書いてあります。
I was so excited I threw in an extra ooh. 1日
そう。1日ねえ。
It's been over a year since I studied Japanese.
いいか
I
な
can still understand all these, just can't spell half of them.
うん。
Fair enough.
1日でし
My
た。
spelling in English isn't very good either. Mine either. Oh well.
そう、ケンシロウちょっと似てなさすぎだよね。
いや、結構いいじゃん。
結構いい、ケンシロウ。
まあ、ちょっと顔が細いかな。
あ、そう、なんか、ケンシロウは顔が細いイメージだったんですけど、顔細すぎ、
もうちょっとなんか四角いと思うんだけどね。
そうか
長いけど、顎が四角いよね。違うかな。
そっか、顎が四角い
違うっけ。
ちょっと見てみないとね、わかんないです
ケン
ね。
シロウ。Let's look up ケンシロウ。We'll see what everyone thinks. ケンシロウ。
やばい、ケンシロウが
あれなぜか出てこない。
北斗の剣、ケンシロウでも。
そうだね。北斗の剣。はいはいはいはい。
どうですかね。
でも、what do you guys think? Let's see. We'll switch over to mine. That's obviously a different picture.
あ、 なるほど。前髪がちょっと長いですね。前髪こんなに眉毛出てないんだな。
確かに
こんな感じだ
近
な。
かった、
うん
思ったと違う顔が。
やっぱりこのさ、なんかこのね、これがついてる肩パッド。肩パッドあるね。
でもこういうイメージ俺してるんだよね。もうちょっとなんか
こういう感じだよね。この
こういうラインが
顎が、なるほどね。顎がこの直角なのね。
He looks like Boomhauer from the best anime ever. King of the Hill. Haha. That neck
こういう
though.
感じか。この
Yuki's got
眉毛がこんな感じだよね。この
We can
ね
compare.
こんな感じだよね。ふむふむ。
It's becoming a different type of lesson.
ねえ、ほんと。あ、まだこの辺だな。
So we'll let Yuki go ahead and continue
はい。
trying to draw that as we get ready to go over today's lesson, which is going to be the words we just saw in the skit. We've got 4時、9時、休みます、わかりました、休日、白い、何? Although actually we've already done that one. And 入る. So there's not too many words today. It's a pretty short one. But we'll go ahead and watch the skit as Yuki continues to work on her drawing of Hokuto no Ken. We're just going to watch the beginning of the script
顎が
to
足
get
り
our
なくなった。
first two words.
4時、9時。
And that's it. That's our first two words. All right. So that means I've got to zoom out, and I am going to try drawing our first few kanji. I'm going to do yoji and kuji both together because the only new kanji here is ji. O'clock, in other words. Do they have this is my first time meeting y'all. This is very cute, very couples goals. I'm also on my learning Japanese journey, hoping the best for y'all. Thanks so much, Freak Dish. Welcome to the stream. Is this character the mean guy? He is. お前はもう死んでいる。That is the guy, Hokuto no Ken, the main character.
こんな感じだっ
Hokuto
た。
no Ken, Kenshiro. That's who it is. Curious if you know why the first of the month is 1日. Yuki, Kirby Tucker はなぜ1日が1日なのか? The first of the month. The short answer is it's just how it is. That's the real answer for all questions about languages like this. It's just always that's just how it is. But there is some history to it. Let's see if
ね
Yuki
ちょ
knows
っ
about
と
it.
調べます。
Oh, she's gonna look it up. I believe that. Actually, I have no
な
idea.
んでかな。
No idea. I've read about it somewhere, but I can't remember. I think it used to be like it just used to be how you said the number one or something. I mean, it is the Japanese reading of one as opposed to the Chinese reading, but there are a few different reasons, I believe. So let's go ahead and see. もう見つ
はい、
けた?
もう
早い。
出まし
She
た。
already got it.
ちょっとすぐ Google さん教えてくれる。
うん。
もともとはその月の初めの日
はい。
は月たちと書くらしい。月たちという
So a long time ago, the first of the
そう
month was
この
we'll pop this one up.
これね。
Was month tachi. Tsuki tachi.
そう
Moon
月た
standing.
ち。うん。これね。
The moon standing up the first
こ
of the
れ
month.
がいに変わったということらしいです。
And
そ
that
の
changed to i.
うんうんうん。
And we got tsuitachi. That
そう
makes sense. And then the kanji for one day was just added
うん。
as a for the meaning. It was used for the meaning. Like one isn't read as tsui, and then tachi as day of the like tachi the day kanji. This one, that's not read as tachi or anything. The word tsui tachi just has the kanji one and day placed over top of it, so that you can get the meaning, right? There's my 4.
上
And then
手。
I've got to do G. Thank you. Okay, let's see. We'll pop me over here.
レルレルジャパンは not why memorize と言っていましたって書いてあるんです
Not
けど
why I memorize. So. That is the answer pretty much all the time, guys. I mean, for some people, a lot of people, especially adults, we like to know why.
うんわかる
I've never been a why guy, but I think
私
like the majority of people.
私 Y レイディだから
Yeah, Yuki's very much a why lady.
うん
I've never been much of a why guy. やべえ、覚えてない。ここに点があるっけ？
はい点があります
あるよね。
うん、
はい、
あります
OK。よかった。
ありますおかしい
やべえよ。
おかしいよ、ほんと。
はい、どうですか？
大丈夫かな？はい。練習してきてください、ほんと。漢字の完成形を。
You don't have to go back that far for it to be almost unrecognizable.
でも、超綺
レルレルじゃ
麗。
超超綺麗だって。
うん、超綺麗に書けています。丁寧だし、とっても上手。
ありがとうございます。
はい。
Let's see Yuki's version.
はい。じゃあ書いていきます。
Ooh, my 4 looks very similar to hers. I'm happy with that. I've gotten really good at 4. If I do say so myself. Whoa, that's a skinny day.
すいません。
いいよ。なるほど。
こんな感じですね。
Wow.
ちょ
Okay.
っとトゥースキニーだったかな。まあ、
いや
ここがパーリコだからね。パーリコじゃなかった。
変。
ラディコだからね。
Radical, yeah, ね。
そうそうそう。
It's not the actual kanji,
だ
it's
から
just the
これ
radical.
がコンバインアタッチングだということが
Right.
分かりやすいかなと思って。
Why can help to suspend it in my mind even if the why doesn't make much sense. For sure. I hear you. And it can help for some things. Some things, the issue with why in my experience, especially with researching kanji, is that the truth, like the real truth about like the whys of kanji and stuff is nobody actually knows. That's the real truth. If you look into the history of all of like words, kanji, it's all just like an educated guess. Every single one of them. You will read the entry for why a certain kanji is the way it is in 3 different dictionaries, and they'll all be different. And then you'll read a wiki about it, and it'll say they're all wrong, but it won't give any like source. Because all of these things are so old, we don't actually know why most of the kanji are the way they are. Like there are some newer ones where we can figure it out, and there are some that people have pretty much agreed on that this is probably the case, and some are just like really obvious, like person just looks like a person, so that's really obvious. But like a lot of the answers you're gonna get for the whys are just guesses, and that can help for sure, but just always keep that in mind. It's not necessarily true. In this case, Tsuitachi, that does appear to be very true, so that's good. So they're all theories at best. Yeah, with kanji especially. A lot of game of telephone, but the start of the game isn't known, and there are a ton of gaps. Exactly that. Wikipedia not sourcing their assertions. No, it's a wiki, not a Wikipedia itself. But I was a Y guy until I studied several languages and gave up. Yeah. I gave up really fast on that. So let's see if I can do G a little bit thinner.
なんかユキの髪の毛跳ねた。
いや。まだ可愛いよ。Okay, so I'm gonna make it nice and thin.
あ、チャーズさんなんか言ってるよ。Apparently the Shogun series on Hulu has really good 16th century Japanese って書いてあるよ。ほう。
I think I like my first one better. But I noticed that I made these the same length and you went a little bit longer on your bottom one.
あ、そうですね。寺この寺は、
はい、
下がボトムの方が多分ロンが。
なるほど。こうだよね。
そう、こうですね。
はいはいはいはい。
だからこのまま、
はい、
このデイにアタッチングでいいかなと思います。
勉強になりました。ありがとうございます。
まあどっちでも特に罰になることはないと。
そうだね。はい。
はい。
I'm I'm just gonna go ahead and write right into to 9 here.
うん。はいはい、いいですね。
Don't like my line there. I don't like my 9 either.
Hmm. いいよ。
はい。
はい。いい。
これもっ
書き
とまっ
順
すぐの
合ってる。
方がいい？書き順が合ってる。My stroke order is correct. My 9 is not very nice.
あ、
I seem
い
to
い
have
よ。
forgot everything I learned last time.
まあもうちょっとその下からすごくもう too obvious アップでいった方がかっこよくなるよという話でした、前回。この9の、ここがここもうこれがここの部分がもうすごいもう明らかにアップそうそうそうそう
の話だったんだよね。
そうだとアングルがかっこよくなるよっていう話でした。
いいね、ありがとうございます。
はい。
One line, two lines, three lines. Let's go nuts from 4. We need a new character. Sengoku Andy. So apparently before 1947, Japanese has 5 different ways to conjugate verbs. The only ones kept were the godan and ichidan. Probably true. A lot happened in the 40s for the language. A lot of things changed. Kanji were more standardized after the war. Speaking of Andy characters, YouTube recommends me a video by Ando-san, who is a musician. Huh. Interesting.
Oh.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into...
あれ、Yuki 書かない？
あ、Yuki 書いたんじゃないの？あ、同じじゃん。G。
あ、じゃあいいか。はい、終わり。
ここから、this is where we jump into the difficult parts.
はい。ちょっとこれを。
Alright.
これね。
Here we go. This is where things get fun. And my mic can't keep up. Oh, the paper squished.
大丈夫。はいはいはい。
まあちょっとやだな。
ちょっとちょっとやだ。
ちょっとやだ。A little bit like crooked on my temple part.
まあ4は自分でももう一回書きたいと思ったんだよね。
だって my paper went like that when I was coming down on the floor.
だけどG は結構いいと思うんだけど。
4? あ、G?
G。うん。
俺が？
違う、私の方。
ユキがね。フォーカスしてないね。
どう
もうちょっと
フォーカスした？
はい、OK。
はい。
綺麗の4。ありがとうございます。
4いい感じですね。字も結構良い感じに書けてる。
ありがとうございます。
これって紙が斜めてるの
あ、そういうことか？
紙が斜めてる？
紙が斜めてる、全体的に。はい。
はい。いいと思います。
はい。
じゃあ私も書いていきます。
お願いします。 yeah. I think my 4 wasn't that bad. Similar. Mm-hmm. Okay, not so much different. Okay.
どうでしょ
まあ、雪のやつの方がやっぱり綺麗だけど、
う。ありがと
まあ、当然なことですよね。
う。当然だ。
I like that you come up a little bit here.
そうだ
A little bit more
ね
than
そうだね。その G のその字時っていう字、字の方の漢字の書き方のチップとしては、このさまたボックスあるじゃないですか、この四角いボックス、
Yes.
これね。
You can hear the birds? How nice.
なるべく縦長にこの、こっちを広く使った方がいいんですね。
I can't see on my
本
screen
当？
for some reason. はい。どっちをたか、
あ、そうか。
あ、そっちね。はい。
この縦を使った方がいいんですね。横はなんとなくこの辺までにすると、縦が長くなるから、ここからこういう感じで書くと、この縦長に見えるから、縦に見えた方が漢字ってちょっとかっこいい。
So you should draw it taller, is what she's saying.
そうそうそうそう。
And keep it in that space around there. So let's see if I can do that for 4 or for 9 rather.
いいですね。いい感じ。
Okay.
いいですよ。
Not so bad. See what Yuki's got for us.
はい。
You recognize the character from Mahjong. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Is this one in Mahjong? Toki? Speaking of which, I don't think we have the word Toki in any of these videos yet, which probably should have been added. Unless Toki is not N5. I can't remember. Do you guys know? Is Toki N5 or N4? だよね。Why is stroke order and balance important? What is the best way to learn kanji as a total beginner? I covered this all in an 18-minute video at the beginning of this series. You might want to go back and watch that. Unfortunately, I can't explain for 20 minutes right now, but really short answer is best way to learn kanji as a total beginner. Follow the series from the beginning. I think you'll do really well, where we teach meanings and stuff, and then we teach how to read them later on. Balance is important. Well, it makes it easier to read, and it looks nicer. Those are the main reasons. はい、お願いします。
はい。4時、9時。
はい。
すみません。はい。明日は休みます。
Hi, so Ando-san, she's coming into the office. Well, let's just watch it actually.
4時、9時。すみません。
はい。
明日は休みます。
はい。
Okay. And then Ando-san says, Hi. So basically, Yuki's taking the day off tomorrow. That hi is not on the worksheet for some reason. Oh well. And
これね。
So our word here is yasumimasu. We got a verb. Our first verb in a couple lessons, maybe not. Yasumu is not a very difficult kanji. We have person on the left and person on the left and a tree on the right. So quite easy. Doesn't mean I'm going to make it nice, but it's not very difficult. And yes, memorizing words memorizing words is the best way to learn to read kanji, I think. Poor Mike has had a tough day. Yes, it has. Okay, that was not good. I'm just going to start over. Could be better. Let's see what Yuki gives us.
Could it be better?
Could be better. Yep, that's tree for you. That's the tree kanji for you. You can use things like this to memorize kanji, guys.
もうアーカイルさんもね同じの出してくれてますけど。
あ、本当だ。Our Kyle did the same thing.
そうそう。はい。
Is it possible to go from 0 to N3 in 1 year? Yeah, I did it. I passed N3 in my first year. Very possible. But you have to do a lot. I did 5 hours a day every single day for a year. And that got me there.
アンディの休むかなり綺麗に書けていると思います。
Arigato. Thank you. And thanks more for blessing. I didn't have much of a ramp beyond that.
さっきの時と同じなんだけど、さっきその時はちょっと細く書く、その私日を字っていう字漢字ね、日を細く書いてたじゃないですか、この休むも同じで、この人弁、この左側のカタカナのいみたいなやつは、細く書いた方がよりスタイリッシュに見えます。
So Yuki's saying it's more stylish to write person on the left a little bit thinner.
このぐらいね。
Okay. So you got the first no stroke taller.
こういう感じですね。
Okay. I'm close, but not quite. Okay, let's see if I can copy that well.
そう、この字からこの辺がさ出てくる感じ、この辺って言うんですけど、この radicals は、辺とかが出てくる感じになってきたじゃないですか。その2つの漢字がなんか一緒になってる。そういう時、その辺の方が、ちょっと小さめに書くのが良いです。
So she's saying doing the part on the left a little bit thinner is usually better.
いい。上手。いい感じ。だけどこのさ最初アンディの方もそうなんだけど、この左側のいは結構さこの木に対して細くない？こういう感じになる、このバランス的にね、がいい感じ。
So my balance as far as sizes of the part on the left, the hin part, and the part on the right is good, she's saying. Although I got a little bit too long here, and yeah. これがなんていう？
止めです。
止めだったんだ。
そこは払いません。
I was 払い。
そう。払いなのはこことここだけ。ここは止め、ストップ。ここもストップ。ここは払い。
So this is stop, right? I stop there. And then we'll stop the tree part too. That'll make life a little bit easier.
いい感じ。すごいいい感じです。
見えてる？
見えてる。あ、
ちょっと短い。
こっちのライブの方を見てた。すいません。今ライブ終わったわ。 こっちのみんなが見てる YouTube の方
なるほどね。
見てた
それちょっと遅い。
いいです。とってもいい感じ。
よし。
はい。
はい。Okay, so that's 休みます。休む。The actual verb is, the full verb, right, is 休む。
はい。
休む is the verb. So that's that. Okay, let's go ahead and get out the worksheet and see how I can do on that. Right here. 明日は休みます。はい。Actually, I forgot. We used to have Yuki do these first. Let's have Yuki do it first for us.
じゃあ、はい。
I can
私
copy it.
先にやります。
I think I've finally gotten pretty consistent with my Migihara using a brush pen. Nice. Yeah, that's a hard thing. I haven't gotten that yet. It's amazing to see how very small differences can change the entire kanji. Yes. Yes, it can. Yes, it is. Five Toes Soft Bear, what app are you using? I'm curious about that too. Hello from Los Angeles. Glad I made it to the live stream. Welcome, Cami. Yes, I'm using ZenBrush 3, which really does a great job of simulating a brush and ink. That's cool. I'll check that out. ZenBrush 3.
はい。
To write a note about that somewhere.
ちょっと紙が浮いてしまい、左側の木の払いがちょっと最後太くなっちゃったんだけど。
Zen
はい。どうでしょう。
Brush 3. 休みます。
はい。
なんかできそうな気がします。
はい。お願いします。
残念。At the end, it got 残念。
そんなことないよ。結構いい感じで。
いいの？
うん。もうちょっと、その右側から、木を、
Start。
そうそう書いた方が良かったかな。今のままだとその左側の辺が大きく見えちゃうじゃないですか。
はいはい。
意味わかる？この。
This looks too big.
そうそうそうそう。だからそれがちょっと小さい方がいいんだから、そのバランス的にね。だから右側の木はよりちょっと大きく書くか、もうちょっと右側から書く。
I think I've gone too big there, but
だけどいい感じいい感じ。そんな感じ。いい。その私がアドバイスしたことはできてる。
まあできてるけどボックスがないからちょっと広くなっちゃったね。
まあそう。でもそういう感じ。この左側のここの部分、この人弁ね、いの方はちょっとだけスリムに。
はいはいはい。So make the 人弁 this part slimmer and the tree a little bit fatter and it'll look more balanced. ね。
そう。
休みます。What are you guys all using to practice writing today? Are you using a pen, using a pencil, using a marker like this, using a whiteboard, maybe an iPad like Five Toes Sloth Bear is using? Let us know in the chat what you're using today. And don't forget to hit the like button if you're hanging out with us today. It really helps other people find the stream. I think at least. Not really positive, but... All right, let's see our next word. 2 words actually because we've already covered wakarimashita, I think. Chigo? わかりましたって新しいっけ？
わかるは前やりました。
はい、we've already done わかる, so we're just gonna rush through that one and we're gonna go on to 休日 is gonna be our new word. Let's check out the skit.
4時、9時、すみません。
はい。
明日は休みます。
はい。わかりました。
Oh, wait. 休日 didn't pop up. My bad.
4時、9時、 すみません。
はい。
明日は休みます。
はい。わかりました。
休日。この白いビルは何？
Museum.
All right. So, chat's having some trouble here in this shot. Let's go ahead and pop that in there. There we go. Now we can see you guys. Yuki will be right back. So I'm going to talk to you guys here for a moment. What you guys have been saying you're using is Morbid Blessing is shamefully using this pen, apparently. You can't see that, eh? Right about there. This pen. Shamefully, Martha Solfa is using a 0.5 millimeter black rollerball pen. Andres is using a ball pen. Realistically, it's what they're going to be using in their daily life. That makes sense. Chaz uses a fountain pen. Pretty cool. Kemi uses lead pencils at 0.9 or Sakura 1.0 ink pen. Alex Bogus, thanks to these videos, I decided to pick up Animal Crossing again. Nice. Hope you're enjoying it, Alex. Welcome back to the stream. I prefer to use the brush pen because it teaches good technique, but the marker is certainly easier. 100%. Yeah, it's encouraging it. Me too, says Five to Sloth Bear. Alex, I'm using the new Sharpie colored brush tip markers and paper. Never heard of that. Non-traditional, but the bold colors for kanji have been adding some joy to my practice sessions. That's great. How did you record the Animal Crossing clips? I use OBS Studio, and that helps me. We just pipe the switch into a capture card and into OBS, and that's how we record it. And then Come to Japan Dan cuts them up for the videos. I use a random company brand pen from work. Okay, nice. Chaz says, apropos. I don't remember what the word apropos means, but apropos of the video, I fell down the rabbit hole reading about Japanese typewriters a couple weeks ago. Oh, interesting. Chalkboards, says Jimmy. Nice. Okay. So, Yuki's back, so we're going to go ahead and give... I'm not going to write wakarimashita. I'll write it on this when I get to it. But instead, I'm going to work on kyujitsu. Although, it's the same kanji. So I'll also do shiroi. Hi. But I get some more chances to practice. Kyujitsu. Kyujitsu ne. Yasumimasu. It's the same kanji as yasumimasu, but as part of Nijijukugo, it becomes kyujitsu. So I'm going to keep this bad boy thin.
はい。いいですね。
We want to make this guy a little bit bigger. Start from here.
はい。
Stop.
Yes.
Haneru. I
払
want it
い
to come a little bit more out here. Haneru じゃなくてharai. And then come out here and...
でもいい。
I can't
め
do
っ
that.
ちゃいい感じ。
It was good up until here,
うん。めっちゃいい感じ。
ありがとうございます。
素晴らしい。そこから書くとちょっと、そのいよりいいっていうかその人弁よりもうちょっと内側でもいいぐらいです。
なるほど。But I've already started. I've dug my own grave, so we're going from here.
いいです。素晴らしい。はい。
Alright, there's my day.
いい感じ。
はい。
上手。いや、素晴らしいですね。
ありがとうございます。
はい。はい。休日。
Is how you read that. 休日。Let's see what Yuki's got for us.
Day off だよね。
Day off. It's a day off. So one thing a lot of people will struggle with is let's go ahead and look this up in a dictionary, and I'll show you what the issue that a lot of people have with this word is. I'll pull up I haven't used this in a while. Japanese.
辞書だとホリデーって書いてあるよね。
This is a bit of a issue that people get into. If you take a look at that, it says holiday. But so people will use this to talk about Christmas, things like that. But that is not the holiday this is talking about. This is the British version of holiday that is used for your day off of work. So kyujitsu is just used for days off of work, days off of school. That's basically it. Days off work and school. There are other words for actual holidays in the American English sense of Christmas, religious holidays, things like that. that would be something like 祝日, a
はい
day of celebration or something like that. But 休日 is just for your days off from work and school, basically. ね。
はい、その通りです。他の国ってさ、カレンダーにその赤い日ってある？
Yuki asked if in other countries you have on the calendar, if you have for like weekends and holidays, do you have red numbers instead of black numbers on the calendar? I don't remember on American calendars. I think we do, but we'll let chat answer because most people are in their own countries right now. In Japan, we mark all of the shukujitsu and
そう、サンデ
weekends
ー、
as
そうそう、
red.
every weekend のサンデーね。
And some of them,
サンデーと、
Saturdays are blue on some too.
あ、そうそうそう。それはなんでだろうね。フリーデイオフって感じなんかな。そう。でも、日本のカレンダーは日曜日と祝日が赤色です。
そう。
はい、じゃあ私もケース書くね。
お願いします。Yes, I'm French calendars occasionally. The iPad Anki app with a stylus is difficult to write good kanji with, but it's the easiest to study with in a single app with the RTK deck. Oh, that makes sense. That seems pretty good. Oh, Yuki's off screen. ちょっとズームを。
あ、本当だ。ちょっと斜めって、そしてズーム。このカメラ、フレームズ。こうかな。ちょっとフォーカスしてる？あ、フォーカスした？こんなものだな。よし。はい。
Historically, red letter days were holidays and special observances, though I can't think that term is very common these days. I think I've heard the word red letter days. That makes sense. Okay.
はい、どう
So
で
we
しょ
can
う。
see here, Yuki's day is much more condensed than mine, which is what she was giving me the advice for. Because if you start too far out to the left, she was saying, I don't know if you guys could hear her there, you're gonna get a really wide day. So you definitely want to have a. Let's see if I can do that again.
いいんだよ。どっちでも、アンディのやつも結構いい、バランスが良かったし。
Yeah, mine ended up okay, but I was starting. My first one was going to be way too wide. I stopped. Remember? もう一回書いたでしょ？
うん、まあそうだね。
最初のやつからやってたらちょっとやばいと思う。
まあそう、それ。
I started out here, which would have given me this. That would be kind of ridiculous. そっち見た方がいいよ。違うモニター。
あ、そっか。
まあもう終わったけど。
あ、ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
So you want to start in here in the middle. If you look at Yuki's kanji, you want to start inside of the ninben.
というのもここがね、一応こうチチチチチチチってまっすぐラインがあるって思うと、
久しぶりにユキのチチチチチチチチ聞こえた。Oh, I made that. That disappeared. I mean, my finger blanked it out. But yeah, something a little more like that, I guess, eh?
はい、いい感じ。
ありがとうございます。
そう、ここがね、ずっとチチチチチ縦にある。で、そしてここにボックスがこうやってどんどん続いていく。こうボックスが続いていくって思うと、うまくここにね、漢字が入っていくと。より綺麗に見える、そのこのオーガナイズっていうか、なんていうの、そうそうに見える。
Kami says I'm Korean and we have read for holidays. Okay.
ありがとうございます。
Handwriting is so pretty.
ありがとうございます。
I also end up writing them super fast. Yeah, that's one thing that I've gotten used to from doing this series. Being a little bit more careful with the balance like this. It's fun. Makes things look a lot better, little by little. When I'm writing fast, I still end up making them a little bit too big, but even my fast writing is getting a little bit better.
でも少しのチップですごいインプルーブメントがあるじゃないですか、この漢字の。
漢字ってね。Just little tiny changes can make a huge difference.
そう、ちょっとの意識だけだよね。
We'll have Yuki do her わかりました、わかりました、and 休日 first.
これをフォーカスし、このちょっと待ってくれ。 これを
いいよ、それぐらい。
ちょっとむずいんですね。
全然 OK。
こんなもん。
まあ多分さっきより悪くなったと思います。
はい、
OK。
はい。ちょっとまだフォーカスのスキルがない。はい。
Got that giant 8 on top. A nearly vertical no stroke for the ninben. Little bit kimochi up for the first part of tree. Straight line down. She comes back up for the next stroke. You can see there at the end. Starting right around the inside of the ninben vertical line. Cuts back with a thicker line. Right down the middle. And a nice little kimochi up for the ending stroke. That is how kanji competitions would be announced, kind of like a golf tournament.
どうでしょうか。
They should do that. They should have shuji competitions, tournaments. Someone announcer will be commenting on every single stroke. いい感じです。
ありがとうございます。
多分ユキの勝ちだと思います。アンディはまだやってないんですけど。
いや、そんなコンペティションないんで今そうちょっとね筆のティップの問題もあるんですけど、はい、このちょっとね払いがギザギザしちゃったんだけど、ジグザグしちゃったんだけど。
The pen that she's using is getting a little bit weird.
その力をうまく抜くことで
I'm still getting used to that. I'm gonna take a look at yours one more time.
超細かいことなんだけどね。
ね。This one's still bleeding like crazy, but that's okay.
いいですね。いい。はい。わかる、めっちゃ上手。
ありがとうございます。おかげさまです。
いい感じです。
ユキのおかげです。どう考えても。Thanks to Yuki。
とんでもないです。ありがとうございます。細くね。
Little bit kimochi up、
いいですね。いい感じ。場所はいい感じ。はい。
まあ、I still have to work on my right
だけど、結構良い。
I started my ninben a little bit too far to the right, so my day is also coming over to the right a bit. Got a little tiny there.
いいですね。いい感じ。
Could be worse. Could be worse for sure.
だけど、
this stroke I always have trouble with, eh?
そうね、右払いね。右払いは難しいんですよ、すごく。
ね、ほんと。
このね、力を入れて、その最後の、これでいくとさ、すごく超わかりやすく書くと、こういう風にこの筆を作らないといけないじゃないですか、このティップでね。で、ここまで来る、ここはさ、ちょっとずつでこういう風に来てるのに、ここまで太くして、こういう風に寝かせた後に、そのまままたこのさ、シュッシュッっていうこの形を作るためにここね、力を抜かなきゃいけないでしょ。
そう。でも、今のティップが非常に分かりやすかった。見て。
いい感じじゃん。
ちょっとなんか分かった。
でもその上のやつも結構上手に描けてるよ。その休日の隣に描いたその小さい。
But I think that helped because what I was doing before is I was putting too much strength into my original. And then I got like small and then big and it got weird. But I noticed, like what you were just explaining now, you put very little pressure
うんうんうん。
and then you increase the pressure and then you let it off again, kind of. みたいな感じですかね。
はい、そうですそうですそうです。そうなの。このね、この力のプレッシャーコントロールがうまくできれば、右払いは結構うまくいきます。
Light on the pressure,
うん。
increasing the pressure,
うん。
and my paper moved.
うん。そうそうそうそうそ
But
う。
it was a little bit better there, right?
そう、
But
い
I
い感
started
じ。
too low. I think I want to go like here with light pressure,
うんうんうん。
increasing the pressure, and then
はい
right
はい
about
はい。
there, coming off.
うん。
Okay, okay,
いい
okay.
感じ。
はいはいはいはい。なるほど。おやすみかよ、またね。You said 休み、休む is the verb, but the reading is 休日. Is that right? Could you explain that one more time? Yeah, yeah. So this word is 休日. 休日 is a word that means a day off, but 休む, 休む, the verb 休む, we have the conjugated version, which you'll learn in lesson 3. I'm just going to write this really fast. It won't be pretty. So the verb is 休む.
うん。
And that means to rest. It just means to rest. In certain contexts, like the one in the video, it can mean I'm going to rest tomorrow. I'm going to take the day off tomorrow. But 休日 is a noun that means day off. This means day off. This is a verb that means to rest or to take a day off. So this is 休む. In the conjugated version, the polite version is 休みます. And this word is noun 休日. It means day off. So they're just different words. Okay, nice. ToKini Immersion を読んで寝なきゃいけない。はい、ありがとう。来週またね。See you later, Christian. Enjoy the immersion section. I also ended up writing them super fat. But Yuki's tip was very good there. Yasu is the Japanese reading. Yeah, but I wouldn't think about it as Chinese readings, Japanese. I mean, you can. It's true. But just learn them as words. Otherwise, you'll have like 50 Chinese readings and it gets confusing. I'm left-handed, so I like writing the traditional way of top to bottom, left to right, right to left. Yeah, no. I agree, Brian Briggs, that writing this way, right to left, is going to make your life way easier if you're left-handed.
そうだね。
I
こ
gave
ういう
that tip
風
to
に
someone the
書
other
く
day.
のは、そう。いい
Writing
よね。
this makes way easier. It's still hard because you're still going to poke holes in the paper, but at least you're not going to be smearing the kanji as you write, like you do in English. I'm sure writing left-handed for left-handers is very tough in English. Must go. Thanks for the live. Bye-bye. See you, Martin Solta. Thanks for hanging out.
ありがとうございました。
All right, let's move on to our next kanji.
はい。4時、9時、すみません。
はい。
明日は休みます。
はい。わかりました。
休日。この白いビルは何？
ミュージアムだよ。入る？
うん。
Okay, so basically they walk up to a white building. First, this kyujitsu part was just like an you would see like a pop-up on a movie or something saying the next day. That's how we used it, the day off. この白いビルは何? So what is this white building? Museum だよ. It's the museum. And then the next word will be the next one. But our word for this section is shiroi. And it's not very hard, I don't think, because we've already done day a million times. And this is literally just a dot on top. And the kanji day. Or sun, I guess we learned it as.
上手。
ありがとうございます。
すごいいい感じ。
By the way, is Yuki dressed as a nigiri in the game? She is indeed dressed as nigiri sushi in the game.
そうなんですよ。
That's
あ
her
りがとうね、
work
気づいてくれて。
She's a desk worker, but her
もう私、ツナ寿司なんですよ。
ツナ寿司
みんな知ってた？本当。
ね。
もっと言ってほしいよ、ツナ寿司になってること。
When we play this game for the next word, pay close attention to what Yuki's wearing. Alright, oh, I forgot. Let's. Oh, Yuki zoomed in a little bit so we can't see her sushi.
私の寿司がじゃん。
いいね。
そう、私の寿司は隣に置いておきますね。
Then Yuki's version of white. Oh, you're starting right from the end of the no. Interesting. Oh. I think your black marker is dying.
ちょっとペンが
Okay.
ペンが途中から二重になったが。
Okay, so you're writing that no, not too differently from me. But I went over here and you're just going right there. You're just going right into it. Ooh, I like that. Interesting.
本当 interesting?
I've never written it like that. That makes sense. That looks good. Okay.
そう一応漢字というかその私の書き方としては、
はい、
あれだよね、フォントだとこういう風にちょんってなってるんだけど、上にねこの1個のストロークは次のストロークにどんどんつながるじゃないですか。
はいはい。ちょっとズームアウトお願いします。ありがとう、Morbid Blessing. Thank you so much. New Marker Fund. Thank you, thank you.
あ、そんな
ありがとうございます。
黒いペンを大丈夫。もうね、I got new one だよ、ここに。もうありがとう。Morbid Blessing ありがとうございます。もうニューインク買ってくるね、すぐ。もう。
We'll get more ink right away. Thank you, thank you.
ね、これね。そう。先ほどの続きなんですけど、このストロークは常に次のストロークへつながるわけじゃないですか、これ。だからここまで来た方がより次につながってるという感じになって、かっこいいって思ってるんですけど。
It looks cooler. They're connected in that sense, yeah.
そう。
A minute ago, Yuki said, I think a word that sounds like chicano, the American word for Mexican American. Chikai. Chikai no. I don't think she said chikai no, because that wouldn't make sense. Chikai is more of an E adjective. No. I'm not sure if she would have said that sounded like that. Chikaku no. She might have said chikaku no nani nani.
近くのプラスナウンだよね。近くのプラスナウンだけど。
近くの something noun.
それか、なんか、is it close by? みたいな感じだったら、近いのは、no indicates question なんか、particle みたいなやつだよね。
そうだね。近いのって言うかもしれない。But that's not, I don't think she said that. So. I'm curious what she said though. Greg Scott said, "Isn't that shiro instead of shiro?" Yes, indeed. But the way we do these lessons is so the word in the lesson is kono shiroi biru. But we're not practicing hiragana. We're just practicing writing the kanji for it. So we're just writing the kanji for the word shiroi. So that's what we're talking about there. That's all. All right. So we learned something there. Let's go ahead and see what Yuki's marker version looks like. Not marker. Pen version looks like. That'll be fun.
この白いビルが。
ちょっとズームして。ありがとう、Morbid Blessing. Thank you again very much.
ね、ありがとうございます。もうニューマーカー買うね。ありがと
う。ごめんね。We need a permanent zoomer.
ちょっとむずいんだよな、ユキのこのテクニカルディフィカルティが。
Actually, what I'll do next time is I'll just have multiple versions of the screen so I can press a button and the camera is automatically zoomed in.
こんな感じ？
そういう風にする、これから。OK。
ごめんね。
It does look cooler. I feel like it's probably a little bit easier to write it that way too than the way I was aiming for.
はい。何も書いた方がいいね。
そうだね。See how her pen just like fell off the paper? That was cool. Hi. ありがとうございます。Alright, let's see if I can even come close.
はい。ちょっとブラだったかしら、この。
ちょっと blurry. まあいいよ。
ちょっと難しい。
Alright, here we go. 大丈夫。また今度俺もうユキ何もしなくていいようにしておきます。
はい、すいません。ありがとうございます。
どうですか？
うん、いいです。
いい？
うん、
ありがとうございます。
いい感じです。うん。はい、いい。何ね、結構上手に書けるようになった
あ
ね。
りがとう。
いや、いい感じです。
ちょっとよくできたような気がす
うん、
る。
とってもその入りとか止めとか、
うん。
いい感じ。なんかちょっと止まるだけで、その止まってるそのストロークのラインがわかる？
うんうんうん。
わかり
徐々にね、
そ
徐々になんか掴んできてるっていうか、
う。うん。
I can tell the difference a little bit compared to earlier on, like the difference in pressure on the pen and stuff. So things I never thought about writing with like a normal ballpoint pen.
そうそ
So I'm starting to get a feel for that. Not quite, but little by little.
う。なんかやっぱりこのさ、ただこういう風に書くだけ、こういう風に書くだけじゃさ、ね、こことかここがなんかその始まってる感とか終わってる感がないから、こののっぺりしてるってわかる？そのフラッターな感じ。
はいはいはいはい。
だけどこのさ、こういう風に書くことでちょっと止める、ちょっと入るがあると、
You can tell where the
そうそう
strokes are
そう
starting and ending, eh? Instead of just a straight line.
それがあるだけでもうそのジャパニーズスタイルのカリグラフィーはかなりそのかっこよく見える。
そうだね。
うん。
Yeah. So paying attention to showing where the stroke comes in, where it starts, where it ends. The one before where we went like that. And then, oh man, I think I finally got that. I think I finally figured that stroke out. That was really cool. Just lightly and then slowly adding pressure and then releasing the pressure. And you get a much cooler looking stroke than if you were to just go like that.
そうだね。
I mean, that's okay too, but okay. That's cool to finally like get right. Five-Toed Sloth Bear says the new studio seems much more capable, seems more room. The 4-up shot, much more room, much easier to actually like be right in front of the paper and be able to write it instead of having to like scoot around each other over and over again, having to write it like at angles and stuff. Definitely a little bit nicer. There's other issues with the new studio. For example, there's no air conditioner, so I don't know how that's going to be in the middle of August during these live streams. We might be in some serious trouble, or we might have to drop some serious cash to get an air conditioner put in. We'll see. But anyway, let's go ahead and to the next word.
4時、9時。すみません。
はい。
明日は休みます。
はい。わかりました。
休日。この白いビルは何？
ミュージアムだよ。入る？
うん。入る。続く。
Okay, so our next word is the word 入る。
はい。
Can you say that for us, Yuki?
ミュージアムだよ。入る？うん。入る。
So 入る means to enter. And just in the dictionary form like that, it's will you go in? Will we go in this case? From context, will we go in? And interesting thing about hairu is you might be tempted when you see it to think it's this kanji.
はい。そう、とっても似てますよね。
Very similar looking to this kanji, but this kanji is for person. And hairu, let's see if I can draw this one. It's a little bit different. Same stroke order. Same stroke order. And I don't know if I can actually write it. We'll see. But instead of starting down here for the second stroke, we start up here.
いい、上手、上手です。
I'm gonna try this.
like
that, eh?
そう、上手。私ね、最近これペンの方でマスターしたんですけど、この最初のこののは、ちょっとこの高いところから始めるのが良い。この四角があるじゃないですか。ここがね、このこのチチチチチチチがあって、この真ん中よりもちょっとそうちょっと高いところからこのスタートすると、この次のやつがそうこういう風に縦長にできて、バランスがよく見える。I
don't know about you guys. This one looks, no matter how you slice it, this one looks a lot like the Half-Life symbol in the game Half-Life. I don't know if it's the actual Half-Life symbol, but the game Half-Life has a symbol similar to this one, I feel like. Thanks, 5 Toes Sloth Bear. That'd be very, very appreciated. But we'll see what happens. Right now, it's not. It's reasonably comfortable. My second one wasn't as good, but.
でもだいたいそんな感じです。はいはいはい。とってもいい感じ。とっても上手。
I still love the chi dash lines. Well, now I cannot unsee it. The Half-Life, yeah. Enter into the Half-Life.
So.
Still waiting for Half-Life for you and me both, and everyone else that's ever played the first 2 games. I should just put this like this. There we go. Now I won't have to keep messing with the mic. All right. So that wasn't so bad. Let's go ahead and see how Yuki writes the... We got 2 chances here. How she writes our worksheet.
これね。ほい。じゃあ書いていきたいと思います。
Hawaiian shirts help keep things a little bit more cool. If I was in like a regular cotton shirt right now, I'd probably be dying. Pretty wide, eh? ちょっとなっちゃったか. Unintentional wide. This is actually, of course, like all the simple kanji. Okay, that one looks... Yeah. Like all the simple kanji in Japanese, when you actually try to write simple kanji nicely, it's way harder.
どうでしょう。こんな感じ。
結構いいですよ。Let's see if I can pull it off.
はいはいはいはい。いや、いいよ、結構いい。最初ののがもうちょっとアングルがね、左側に、そうそう。来たら結構良かったかも。いい感じ。もういい感じに見えた、もう。
Get rid of that.
はい。いいです。いいよ。結構いい感じ。このね、入るの、2画目のその右払いはすごく長い右払いで、で、大きく書かないと、他にストロークがないから、そうそこでしっかり止まって、払うっていうのをかっこよくしないと、なんかうまく見えない感じだよね。 いいですね。
This guy is entering into a gate really fast. He's running. Enter.
こうやって
入る。
うん。いいよ。
ね。
このね。
Yuki's gonna give us a little
こういう
demonstration
感じ
here.
だよね。こういう感じだよね。このほって感じだよね。このこっち側でこの中に入るんだよね。
そう。Oh, nice. I think I might have seen that one, Grammy. I think that's a Japanese one. That's what we usually get around here. A dirk. That's a good question. We're changing the way we approach the reading videos a little bit. You're not going to notice much of a difference, I don't think, but we're changing the approach to how we write, film, and edit them, because, well, for multiple reasons. The kanji reading videos, they're huge projects, and we realized sort of through the middle, right around lesson 9 or 10, that it's like 23 videos, and each one takes a very, very, very long time to make. And they come out really, really good, in our opinion. But because they take so long to make, it takes a really, really long time to release them. But you're only learning a few words in each video. So really, we needed to find a way to make it a little bit smoother. But to find that smoother way, I had to brainstorm for a very long time to try and figure out exactly how we were going to approach it. So I've come up with an approach. You may have noticed that I did my recent video, the how I approach endgame Japanese video, a little bit differently than I have been doing videos. You might not have noticed, but for me, it was quite a bit of a different approach, where I went back to my old Genki style of creating slides before I did the video or the live stream, and then sort of going freestyle, but using the slides as a guide. For a couple of years now, I've used mostly scripts. I fully write scripts, and I'll use a teleprompter. But I've started to feel that I don't really like the teleprompter approach. It feels less personal. I get everything out that I wanted to say, obviously, but it's just, I don't know. I didn't like the feel as much. So I've gone back to more of a freestyle approach. And I think that's going to be beneficial for the kanji videos as well, which means that I'm basically doing all of the animation and I'm building the visuals basically for each of the videos as slides, instead of making Dan do every single individual text part within the video in the edit. So this will make it, it actually makes it faster for me because I don't have to write everything out. I just have to write an outline for the video. And then I can just film it with the slides, and he can put it together a little bit easier with adding some flair, as Dan always does, because he's really, really good at that. But it'll be quite a bit less time consuming. And I've finally gotten the style down that I want. So now I just have to start filming things. But it took a while. It took a while for me to figure out exactly how we were going to approach it, how it would actually make life easier for both of us. But I think I've got it now. So I will be, I'm actually filming, I've got planned to film 2 or 3 videos tomorrow. And so the kanji series should be continuing very shortly for the members. I think you only have up to lesson 10 right now, but from lesson 11, it'll change a little bit, but you probably won't notice much of a difference. Although, obviously, we don't have a green screen in here, and I don't really have a way to get one. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to approach a green screen. I may not use a green screen in here anymore, so that might change a little bit. But mostly just slight visual differences, so you won't notice much of a difference in the type of video. It's going to be the same style. Just a completely different way to how we'll be approaching it, which will hopefully allow us to release them much more quickly. For the website members, the YouTube releases will continue at exactly the same pace as they've been on YouTube. So obviously on YouTube, things will be a little bit slower, but hopefully members will get many more videos much faster. It's not a promise. It's just what I'm hoping will happen from this change, but we'll see.
Hi.
With that said, it's time to jump into the quiz. Yay! We're going to go over all of the new videos. Yuki's got a Kyujitsu. Yuki is entering the day off.
ね、いいよね。
結構いい。
今日やったや
Let's show that again.
つ。
Kyujitsu entering into her day off with Hairu. I like that. Oh, she's erasing it.
はい。
All right, so I'm going to pop up our first quiz word on screen for those of you who are still here. I know it's getting late, sorry. I appreciate all the great effort you're putting in this, and I think the changes you described make total sense. Please take the time you need. Arigatou gozaimasu, Dirk.
私の
Thanks for your support.
ね、ありがとうございます。
All right, the first word we're going to be popping up is... Jejum. All right, we've got some answers there. Andres is in first place with 5 toes slot there in second. First, we're going to give that to you, even though your last character there is... Oh, no, okay, never mind. You got there. For Morbid Blessing is in third with Forrest in fourth. Montana Margo, super close. You have Yaumu, but you need a different character there. And okay, there. Close. That's Yatsumu. Come to Japan Dan is in fifth place, and the character you need on the top here. I don't think there's probably anyone else here going to be participating in the quiz. Well, we'll see. Hopefully some other people will come along. The second character you want there is Su, as opposed to Tsu. Tsu is TS, but you want SU. TSU versus Su. Yasumu, to take a day off.
はい。
All right, let's pop over to Yuki. Oh, nice. Very cute.
ありがとうございます。いきなりなんですけど、今回はエクストラクイズが入ってますよ
Well, there's
ね。
extra quiz words in this one all of a
そう
sudden.
そう。ちょっとレッスンに出てないワードも出てきます。いいかいいかとか言って。いいかいくよ。
Type that quickly, I'll pop that over you. There it is.
ふふふ。本当 Where's the Borland from Limp Bizkit のアルバムに似てる
I can't get my Japanese keyboard to pop up.
あら。はい。Morbid Blessing 1番。トニー2番。5 Total Sloth Bear 3番。アンドレスさん惜しい。Come to Japan 4番。アンドレスさん5番。グレゴーズ惜しい。フォレスト6番。ダークさん、7番。ToKini Andy。お、ToKini Andy 8番。
No, not me. I was just showing
はい、
Grammy how to
飛
type
ば
it.
しました。グレゴーズ8番。いいですね。まだ受付中です。神様じゃなかった。神9番。モンタナマーゴ10番。
All right.
いいね。
Nice. All right, let's pop over to
はい。
mine and see what we've got.
出てくる？
出てくるよ。はい。
はい。早い。素晴らしい。
早いね、アンドレスさん。アンドレス is in first place with 5 Toes Slot Bear in second. Andrew is back on the Yoji, so I think you got about 11th or 13th place there. Tony is in third place, and Neko no Donguri Goro Goro Raifu. Hi, you've got it there. Welcome to the stream.
ようこそ。
モヒカンさん。Neko no Donguri Goro Goro Raifu. You guys should check out that channel, Neko Donguri Goro Goro Raifu. He's a friend of ours who lives not too far away. We play a lot of live shows together. His name is, well, we won't give you his name, but he does his cat. You should check out his channel. He's been working really hard doing lots of live streams where he's talking lots of Japanese, so you can get lots of Japanese practice if you check out Neko no Donguri Goro Goro Raifu. Go subscribe to his channel and check out some of his live streams. Very fun.
なんか The cat is very cute だよね。
ね。
So chill のチャンネルです。
ね、チルだよね。
そ
そして可愛い猫だし。はい、so let me go back. We got Andres in first, Five Toes Latte in second, Tony in third, Neko no Donguri Goro Goro, Raifu in fourth, Forrest in fifth, Come Japan Dan in sixth, Montana Margo, close, very close. Greggles is in seventh, and Morbid Blessing is in eighth place. Very good job. Okay, let's check out what Yuki's got for us next.
う。いくよ。このじゃじゃん。
Oh, that's a new one.
そう。ちょっとアドバンストバージョンでいきたいと思います。
Very close, Montana Grammy. You have to extend that vowel. Q. So you have Q with an extra U in
みんな
there.
読めるかな？
休日。
大丈夫かな？答えられるかな？
ね。
ちょっと心配になってきました。
新しいやつはちょっと難しいかな。でもそうじゃなかった。
フォレスト1番、モービッドブレッシング2番、アンドレス惜しい。グレゴーズ惜しい。
You missed a number.
惜しい。ティートーク
うん、T トーク。
合ってる？ティートーク3番。アンドレス4番。いいですね。カムトジャパン5番。ダークさん6番。
Ripe Juice。
はい、ライプジュース7番。名前が読めないという問題が発生してしまいました。ファイブトートスロースベア
8番ですよ。
8番。モンタナマーゴ。
You gotta extend that vowel out, Grammy. Extend the vowel out.
モンタナマーゴ惜しい。
12。Rainbow。2時。確かに。
はい、グレゴ OK です。9番。
はい。
いいですね。
Alright, let's pop over and see what I've got for you guys over here. You can keep guessing on Yuki's if you'd like. My next one, we've got nothing but bonuses here. Nothing but bonuses. So many bonuses. Let's see what we've got.
おー。
I think there's a special, not a special name, but there's a couple different ones. Reiji, you could say Juniji. Day is the Japanese zero.
来てるよ、もう。
Tony's asking if there's a special name for Yoru, Juniji.
なるほどね。
Alex is in first place with Farce in second.
はい。
Grammy got there for the last one. Morbid Blessing is in third with Ripe Juice in fourth. Andres in fifth. Greggles in sixth. Tony in seventh. Fairy Marks, welcome to the stream. That is correct for the last one. Dirk in eighth. Come Japan Dan in ninth. Andrew Cancel, welcome to the stream in 10th place. Five Toes Soft Bear is in 11th. And ToKini Kana is in 12th place. Very good job. All right.
That
was fast. Popping back over to Yuki.
はい。これもうさっきやったやつだね。
Oh, Montana Margo got there as well in 13th, I believe. Very nice.
いいですね。私のさ、ダディロングレグかわいいね。
かわいいよね。
はい。アレックス1番。ファイブトートスロースベア2番、アンドレス3番、モービッドブレッシング4番、トニー5番、フォレスト6番、ティートーク7番、ライプジュース8番、モンタナマーゴ9番、ダークさんは、10番か、モンタナマーゴ9番、ダークさんが10番、アンドルーさんが11番です。
はい、
はい、みんないいね。早い。
早いね。Popping over to my screen, we've got... フ
ァーレ
Not quite.
ちょっと読めない。フェレマークスかな。惜しい。カムトジャパンさんはそれ、美味しいホワイトチョコレートのラングドシャクッキーのことですね。それは北海道で買えます。
いいね。はい、next word.
練習してる人だ。お、早い。みんな早い。
早いな。Oh, the temple bell's going off. Tony is in first place with Forrest in second, Morbid Blessing in third, Alex in fourth, Ripe Juice in fifth, Five Toes Soft Bear in sixth, Andres in seventh, ToKini in eighth, Greggles in ninth, Andrew in 10th, Dirk in 11th. Super close, Montana Margo, but this one has to be the other reading. It has to be the other one. It's got to be what Come Japan Dan said, with a lot less of the Pac-Mans trying to eat the G character. In 12th place. Very good job. Very good.
Hi.
You can read 9, like the number 9 is Q, But for the time, it must be. Let's see if I can do that better.
あ、入ってない。フ
It
レームに入っ
must be kuji. Must be kuji ね。We cannot read this as
あ、
Kyuji.
フェレマークさんも。
Fairy Mark-san, you got there in 13th place. Excellent job. Popping back over to Yuki.
はい。これはanother ボーナスです。
Another bonus. Nothing but bonuses left, I don't think.
本当？
Oh, maybe I have a bonus. Well, that was fast.
このお、来た来た来た。
Oh,
足ぶつけた。
大丈夫ですか？
はい。フォレスト1番、アレックス2番、トニー3番、アンドレス4番、ライプジュース5番、カムトゥジャパンダウン。惜しい。ティートーク惜しい。ファイブトルスロットベア7番、モービットプレッシング8番、ダークシュワーツ、9番、フェルマックス10番。ちょっと待って。失礼。アンドゥー・キャンセルが10番、フェルマックス11番、ティートークさんは、12番。合ってるね。モンタナ・マーゴ13番、カムトゥ・ジャパン1時。モービット・ブレスティングも1時。もういい感じですね。
はい。
1時。くじ引き。
All right, popping over to my last word for today. It is.
お、それもボーナスじゃない？
It is a bonus. I have nothing but bonuses. G is, by the way, one of my favorite kanji to write. I don't know why. I kind of like it, even though I've never practiced it much in this style we did today. I like the.
グレゴ惜しい。
I like it. I think
Grego
it's
合ってる。
a little bit easier to balance than a lot of other kanji that we've covered so far. All right, let's see what we've got. We've got Alex in first with Ripe Juice in second, Andores in third, Tony in fourth, Forrest in fifth. Sorry, Gregor is very close, but that's correct for my kanji. But Five Toe Slot Bear is there in sixth, Morbid Blessing in seventh, T-Toku is in eighth, I think. Dirk is in ninth, Gregel's in 10th. Fairy Marks is in 11th. Come Japan Dan in 12th. Morbid Blessing. I really like to write Mai. I really like Mai as well. Montana Margot is in 13th, I think. 12th or 13th. Nice job.
はい。
Mai is also a nice kanji.
We'll
definitely get
saying
there.
Mai is very difficult.
Saying Mai is very difficult. I bet you. Yeah. I have a really hard time saying Mai. I always say Mai. Although I'm getting better at it, I think. Mai. 前でも、どうしても前って言いたくなるんだよね。はい。
ねえ、12時前。あ、
もう入ってる。
もう入ってたわ。もう入ってたわ。お、はい、モービッドブレッシング1番、アレックス2番、ライプジュース3番、アンドレス4番、トニー5番、ダーク6番、フォレスト7番、ジューシー10時が入りました。ティートーク8番、グレゴーズ9番、ファイブトートスロスベア10番、カムトジャパン11番です。いい感じ。ねえ、これ。いい感じだわ。このダディロングレッグスのアームズの中に
Bouncing around.
そうそう
I like it. It's very good.
入っています。
All right, guys, I'm going to give you one bonus. It's a word from next week, so there's no reason you should know it yet, but I bet you a lot of you
マ
do.
ジ
So if
ネ
anyone
クストウィークのやつ入ってた？
書きました。
マジ？
So, just one. We'll give you one.
はい。
You probably won't know this one if you haven't actually studied beyond this, but let's see.
ずるくない？
ちょっとずるいね。
アンディずるいね。
なんでずるいの？
アンディちょっと意地悪だなと思うよ。
意地悪かな？
お
ほほほ。Arcane Wolf got there in first with Alex in third. Very good, Greggles. That's a good guess. Very good guess. Tony is in third. Five to Sloth Bear in fifth. Come to Japan Dan. Come to Japan Dan. No. Andres is in fifth. There you go. All right. Yeah. So we'll learn about this next week. I just started writing it, and I figured I'd pop it up on screen because I didn't want to delete my guy there. Sixth place for Forrest. Excellent job. Greggles is there as well. Now you know a new word. Eighth place for Come to Japan Dan. Tategaki.
確かにアンディ縦に書いてある。
そう。縦書き。そうだね。Everything else was 横書き。
はい。
I didn't even realize that. Messed me up. sorry. Where we're blessing is there as well in 10th place after Toku got there in 9th place. Excellent job. We'll learn this next week in lesson 10, I believe. But yes, it is Iri Guchi. Indeed.
じゃあモービルブレッシングが new thing ですね。
Nice. All right, you'll get
素晴らしい。
more in lesson 10.
素晴らしい。
はい。So popping over to we're way all over the place here, eh? Hey. This video currently has 777 views. That's pretty wild. Thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure to hit the like button so that more than 777 people can find it. Although leaving it at that number is not a bad idea either. はい。
なんかさ、新しいさ、ワード入れたらさ、次にやるやつなくなっちゃうじゃん。
ごめんね。ちょっとそっちずれて。ずらして。
はい、
これからもやりませんね。ごめんね。いっぱいあると思うけどね、次のレッスン。
まあそうだね。
ありがとう、Arcane Wolf. Arcane Wolf says, fun! Thank you. I invited my friend Valentina earlier, but she had to go to sleep. That's too bad. Thank you so much. Montana Marco, I remember the entrance to Gucci's store from last year's lesson. That's right, we did cover Iri Gucci already. In the original videos, in the original parts of this series before we restarted, Iri Gucci was in lesson 1 or 2.
ねえ、そう、Gucci.
So, Gucci bags.
Gucci.
I forgot about that. That was fun.
So,
I guess the story stuck, so that's good.
So, good thing.
Thank you again, Arcane Wolf. Very, very generous of you. I'm glad that you
あ
had
りがとうご
fun.
ざいます。
Hopefully you can come hang out with us next time, and we can have even more fun.
はい。
Andrew Kansas says, what time is it for you guys? 今は
11時38分です。
11時38分だね。
そう。漢字で書くの？漢字で書ける
？11
ありがとうございます、アレックスさん。私は頑張りました、本当。ありがとうございます。すごい。アーケンさんさ、
Thank you so much,
ToKini
Arcane
Andyギフトメンバーシッ
Gift
プを
memberships.
ありがとうござい
Gift
ま
memberships
す。
for Greggles, LG or IG, Momam, Alex Bogus,
やったー。
Hussein Safia.
やったー。
Thank you very much. ありがとうございます。And congratulations to everyone who got gift memberships. Thanks so much.
はい。私が38分書いてあげる？
いいよ。I could only
やったもんね。
fit 11時 on my
分やったからさ、
やった
みんなあれだね。それは
全然できる
ボーナスで入れてあげてもいいよ。そういうのをボーナスにすればいいんだよね。
そうだね。
38分。
そうだね。
まあ今40分になっちゃった？もう39分になっちゃった。
39分になっちゃった。
39分。
Oh no. Nice.
はい。
はい、39分。
39
If
分
we。go ahead and go for the compare, we've got 11時39分。
はい。次のクイズで出します。
In the next quiz, yes indeed. 午前です。So it's
そう。
morning, in the morning. はい。Or, yeah, in the morning, I guess. 11時39分 is morning, indeed. Thank you so much, Arcane. Thank you for the super chat and for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much.
はい。ありがとうございます。
Thanks for hanging out. Sorry for adding a secret bonus that nobody would have any reason to know yet.
うん。
Next time.
でも今度から
You didn't like
ね
that.、
時間シリーズ出ますからね。
わかりました。
うん。
Next week is lesson 10, the premiere, and then the following week after that will be the live stream for lesson 10. And then after that, we're going to have the slightly new style. It's pretty much the same thing, but just a slightly new approach, which means probably within the next 2 weeks, lesson 11 will be popping up for members, and then hopefully they'll start coming up much faster for you guys over there. plus 13 hours from the east coast of us, land of the rising sun indeed. Yes.
ね
Did you know that the sun rises in the summer here at about 3 a.m.? I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock to use the bathroom, the restroom, and it was already sunny out. I was like, oh, is it time to get up already? Nope, it's 4 in the morning. Sunny.
でも no time daylight savings ですね
Yeah, no daylight savings. No, that's just the time always. So in the winter, it gets dark really early. In the summer, it gets dark pretty early too.
うん
That's the one nice thing about daylight savings. Anyway, hope you guys had fun today.
はい
Thank you for
みん
hanging
なあ
out.
りがとう、ね、
ありがとう。
ちょっと楽しかったねこのふんとぷんとじのやつは
ね。
追加しておきますね
お願いします。More Blessing says, thank you both. As always, I really look forward to these live streams, and I'm very happy that I'm noticeably improving with my recall and writing. You guys are incredible. Thank you very much. And yeah, you've been kicking butt with the markers and pens and stuff. I think you're probably improving at about the same rate as I am with these. So that's great. わあ、早いですよ。そうだよね。
ねえ
ほんと早いよ、4時って。
ほんと
もう3時に太陽が上がるなんて。わけわかんない。
ねえ
お疲れ様。Thank you very much, Come to Japan Dan.
ありがとうございます来てくれてありがとうございます
By the way, Come to Japan Dan also released a new video recently,
あそうだわ
yesterday.
昨日のやつ
One of his first videos in a long time. Go
あ
check that out.
のウィードラッカーのやつだ
So weed whacking in an office tour.
ね
It's a cool office. He's got more space in his
か
office
っ
than
こ
we
い
got in this one.
いいいよね
ね
素敵なオフィスです
はい。お疲れ様でした。
はいありがとうございます
All right, guys, we will see you in the next one. It's time for us to go. But have a great night, great day, great week, and we'll see you. All right.
そうだねまあ漫画もリリースするんでよろしく
Hi, are you ready? Allow gift memberships. Interesting. I
何
just got a
そ
pop up
れ
on my iPad that says allow gift memberships. You actually have to like allow yourself to receive gift memberships. Otherwise, people can't give them to you. Interesting. Anyway, all right, guys, have a great week. We'll see you in the next one.
はい
Ready? せーの。
また次のビデオで会いましょうね。
See you later, everyone.
はいまた来週
また来週。バイバイ。
プレミアでね
Thank you, everyone.
ありがとうございます